that was one of his main objectives. You know, he could have at several times in his career, you know, went back to the States and performed with some pretty prominent musicians down there and kind of sacrificed having a family life for that. But he chose to kind of hang in here and stay close to us and sacrifice maybe making more money.
If you ever plan to motor west, travel my way, take highway, that's the best. Get your kicks on.
They can't get away from it. I know Tracy says she's not a jazz person, but you start humming a jazz song and she'll hum the rest of it. You know? And same thing with Stephanie, same thing with Charles, same thing with even Sonia, the politician. They were raised on John Coltrane and all these here guys. You name the music and they know it.
Get your kicks on Route 66. Oh yeah.
Now that you know, I don't want you girls messing around where you don't belong. My whole life is an act. You know, I'm in front of people for the last 60 years. So it's don't bother me. The different thing about this is you have to memorize lines. My music, I learned to memorize that years ago.
I think the greatest access thing that Charlie has contributed to Montreal is that when there wasn't a venue to play, he would create one. So he was like kind of the real jazz guru here in Montreal. And if you find Charlie Biddle's, then you'll know that there'll be some jazz being played.
So me and Nelson, we had a great trio. We bought a rolling cook. Every intermission, Coltrane was out of his club or where we were. So at the Rolling Kirk, we bought an Art Farmer. At the Art Farmer, we bought in Pepper Adams. I'm one of the first guys to start doing this stuff. Then after Pepper Adams, we bought in Howard McGee. We bought in Bill Evans.
I think the reason why we worked together so good, I was the quiet one in the group. He was, the spokesman of the group. I mean, but when it came to the music part, see, a lot of people didn't realize. I mean, just because I was playing the lead instrument, a lot of people would say, oh, yeah, what about that guitar player, you know. But I didn't ever let that faze me because I knew the bass player was a great player. He's one of my greatest teachers, and he really didn't realize how much I learned, because I absorbed a lot of things without even asking him.
And I had to play music. You get in my way when I'm playing music, I will do anything. I will work for nothing. You will not outdo me. I will work for nothing. There's nobody going to stop me from playing but God. You see, this is the way I look at my life. And Nelson was the same way I was. But nobody gonna stop us two guys from playing. We'll play in a toilet.
believed so much in what he was doing that I figured, we'll put water in the soup and cut that slice of bread thinner. We'll figure out a way. You always, when there's a will, there's a way. And eventually it worked, because we never starved, and we always had a roof over our head. I'm not saying the hydro didn't come and cut us off, or the oil truck wasn't always there, but we survived. A lot of candles, a lot of, my son used to pull out his guitar when there was no TV at night because there was no electricity. And we used to jam, sing and have parties.
We were growing up in a very creative environment as children, and there was always music going on in the house, my dad was either practicing or rehearsing with his, with his band, or just also living in an environment where our living quarters were actually shared within a restaurant or a jazz club. We'd live on the first floor or whatever it was.
We're going back to my young days. You had to have a singer with all the groups. The poor bass player never got a solo. All you did was to play for the singer. They haul up the whole thing. When you think you're getting something good, here's you, and here comes her voice again, so they cut you out. So you never got a chance to play. And it made me very prejudiced against vocalists. I mean, I'm known for that, and my daughter sings with me, and my son sings with me at times, but very seldom you see me hire vocalists. It's just a thing I might have to get out of it one day, but there's too many great musicians standing around holding their horns, and I'm a musician first, so I'd rather go that way.
So it was only fitting that the Jazz Fest opened with one of the city's most talented musical families, bassist Charlie Biddle, son Charles Jr., and daughter Stephanie.
Performing with my family has been something that's been really nice at times, but also very, very excruciating at times. Not to say that doesn't contribute to making a good concert, because I think when people feel emotions, they respond to it. In other words, they don't know that maybe 20 minutes before we went on stage, we were like arguing our heads off about something or another, But once we get on stage and the music takes over, then it just becomes the music, and all the rest kind of, goes away. But I think performing with my family has been kind of a bittersweet kind of experience for me. Yeah.
As far as seeing my family stand up on stage performing, often I don't want to be there because I get too nervous. I'm not comfortable. It happens often that when they perform, I'll go and hide somewhere. That's the truth.
I think performing with the family is it's very inspirational, and at the same time it's very difficult because of the cut.
Get to where you're gonna be hungry. Get your mind, get to where you're gonna